Sit on a chair, lengthening your spine, and take a few deep breaths to relax and focus. Now place your hands on your stomach and feel the movement of your diaphragm. As you inhale, your diaphragm should relax and drop into your lower belly. As you exhale, it rises up, pushing the old air out of your body. Allow your hands to fill up with your relaxed belly on the inhale. On the exhale, feel how the diaphragmatic movement draws the belly away. Practice 3 more times, increasing the movement of the diaphragm with each breath. Cross your hands in front of your chest and feel the back and sides of your rib cage. As you inhale, expand the back of your ribs into your hands. Exhale and narrow the rib cage around the spine. Aim to expand the back and side of the rib cage without your sternum moving forwards. The more you draw your ribs away from your hands, the greater abdominal connection you create. Visualize your waistline narrowing as you repeat this movement 3 more times. Place a rolled up towel between your knees and sit with your spine elongated. Move from side to side to become aware of the bony landmarks at the base of your pelvis, the sitting bones. Also begin to familiarise yourself with the pubic bone at the front of the pelvis and the tailbone or coccyx at the end of the spine. This is where the pelvic floor muscles attach. I'll refer to this as the pelvic diamond. Exhale, squeezing the towel gently. Simultaneously lift your pelvic organs up, shrinking the pelvic diamond. Inhale and gradually release, spreading your sitting bones and tailbone apart. Visualize the diamond-shaped base of your pelvis reducing in size as you exhale and lift your internal organs. And feel the reverse happening, a gradual expansion of these bones when you inhale. Repeat this, noticing that lifting on exhale also draws the belly inward, creating a stabilizing response. Now let's add some gentle gluteal activity to intensify the exercise. It is important not to overdo this connection, as too much gluteal activation may tighten your lumbar back. Gently engage the gluteal muscles that connect around the edge of your sitting bones as you exhale. Inhale and gradually release. Practice this without any change to your lumbar spine. It should not overstimulate the front of the thigh. Aim to remain elongated but relaxed. Now place one hand on your lower stomach and the other on your lumbar spine. As you practice your pelvic lift, visualize your internal organs being vacuumed up your spine as if traveling in a lift. By the end of your exhale, your organs should feel as though they've reached the top floor. Gradually lower your organs on your next inhale. Repeat several more times. Keep a consistent pace on engagement and release. Place your fingertips on your hip bones. Exhale and practice your pelvic lift. As you do this, encourage your hip bones to slide apart as if the top of your pelvis is widening. Practice this visualization several times, feeling the connective tissue of the back expanding and the abdominal wall sinking backwards towards the spine. It may help to visualize the pelvis like a funnel, with the base, your tailbones and sitting bones narrowing as the top of the pelvis opens up wider. A more challenging connection reverses this visual. On the exhale, continue to hollow the belly and lift the pelvic organs. Now, on the inhale, gradually expand the base of the pelvis, stretching the pelvic floor fibers in all directions. Can you draw your hip bones towards each other? This creates a sensation of your waistline narrowing. Lie with your legs bent and your feet positioned on the floor, hip width apart, placing your fingertips on the crease of your hips. Exhale and engage your stabilizers, with your spine remaining long. Fold one knee to your chest, with your leg bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale to return to the starting position. Use the connections we have learnt so far to keep your pelvis stable. Aim to keep your thigh relaxed as you raise the leg. Counter the tendency for your hip flexors to dominate by engaging your glutes slightly. You can simplify the exercise by starting from an assisted position. Rest your feet on a stack of pillows or books or on a chair. This will reduce the range of movement required to perfect the muscle patterning. You can gradually reduce the height of the assisted position. You can also intensify the exercise by suspending one leg and bringing your second leg into a leg float. Place your first leg down and then gently lower your second leg. Repeat alternating sides. Your belly must stay low throughout the movement. Your back should be relaxed and pelvic stability maintained on the exchange. Lie on your back with your legs bent and your feet a comfortable distance from your body, hip width apart. Place a rolled up towel between your knees. Interlace your hands behind your head. Exhale, engage your stabilizers and contract forward. Inhale and hold this position, hollowing deeper through your tummy, and then exhale and return to the start. See if you can soften your lumbar spine into the floor as you inhale. Exhale to rise again. You can always reduce the intensity by lowering on the inhale. As your strength improves, try raising one leg or both legs to leg float position, maintaining a lumbar release. Visualize a well in your stomach wall getting deeper as you curl up. Increase the connection to your stabilizers as we reach our last reps. Relax your arms by your sides with your palms down. Your back is long and relaxed. Exhale and engage your stabilizers. Roll your tailbone towards the ceiling. Peel your spine off the floor, one vertebra at a time. Your feet, upper back, neck and head should be all that remain on the floor. Hold and inhale checking that your lumbar spine is relaxed. Exhale and roll back to the floor, inhaling at the bottom. Use the rolled up towel to remind you of your inner thigh and pelvic floor connection. This exercise can be simplified by performing it against a wall, as you're less likely to engage your lumbar spine in this position. Visualize your spine dangling from your pelvis at the top of the movement. You should feel it in your glutes and hamstrings. You can create more intensity by floating your knee at the top of the movement, replacing your leg back down on an inhale. Try to maintain pelvic stability and lumbar release as you raise the other leg, exhaling and rolling back down. Begin kneeling on all fours. Place your wrists in line with your shoulders and your knees directly beneath your pelvis. Your spine is flat and long. This is called the 4-point kneeling position. Exhale and initiate your stabilizers, widening your hip bones as you flex your spine upward. Inhale as you flatten your spine back to neutral, keeping your lumbar spine relaxed. Exhale and flex. Inhale and flatten. Aim for gluteal and hamstring activity throughout the movement. Visualize your navel like a magnet being drawn to the ceiling, releasing your lumbar spine further as you exhale. This exercise is perfect for practicing the pelvic funnel in the essential connection section. Exhale and widen the top of your pelvis as your pelvic floor rises. On the inhale, gradually release your sitting bones and draw your hip bones together. You can bring your spine into an extension to intensify the movement. Extend your arms out diagonally at each side and face your palms down. Bend your legs and ensure that your knees and your feet are aligned. Inhale and roll to one side, still keeping your knees aligned and your shoulders on the floor at all times. Exhale and roll back. Repeat on the other side. To come back, move your ribcage first, then your waist, hips, and lastly your knees and feet to the center. To roll across, perform the opposite sequence: knees, hips, waist, and ribs. Feel your vertebrae rotate like a necklace of cotton spools, rolling them across the floor. Use a flexed lumbar spine to imprint your back from your thorax to pelvis, section by section. You can also try this exercise with both legs raised in leg float. Aim to maintain limb alignment as we complete our last few reps. Extend your bottom arm away from your body. Rest your head on the top of your extended arm. Use your top arm to support your body with your fingertips positioned on the floor in front of your navel. Feet in a V position, heels together. Top leg toes facing the ceiling and lower leg toes facing the floor. Exhale, connecting to your stabilizers as you rotate the top knee towards the ceiling. Inhale and lower back to starting position. Roll your big toe towards the roof, deeply activating your hip rotators and glutes. Connect to the underneath oblique muscles of your abdomen before moving your top leg. Your top leg should rise just above hip height. Maintain pelvic stability throughout this movement. You can position your body against a wall for greater alignment, feedback and balance. To increase the challenge, raise your support arm to your hip or towards the ceiling. Let's roll to the other side. Sit up again in the start position. Exhale to raise the leg, connecting to your stabilizers. Inhale and lower. Visualize your body from all directions becoming longer and leaner. Allow your body to elongate as the movement takes place, reaching the leg out from the hip. As you raise your top leg, your pelvis should remain aligned in the starting position with your lumbar spine rested. Reach the thigh out of the hip. Reach out through the fingertips, the spine and the crown of the head. Lying on your back, cross one leg in front of the other knee and reach for your ankles or toes, drawing both feet towards your body. Maintain this stretch for 1 to 2 minutes. Use your breath to relax deeper into the stretch. To make this easier, take one leg towards your body, drawing both the knee and the ankle closer to your chest. Try this on the other side. Now let's simplify. Breathe. Kneel on one leg, placing your other foot forward with your knee directly above your ankle. Try to avoid deep knee flexion. Ensure your hips are aligned. Exhale and tuck your tailbone under. Inhale and hold this position. Repeat this 12 to 15 times, trying to increase the pelvic tilt on each exhale and sustaining the tilt on each inhale. Repeat on the other side. Keep connecting to your center. Good work. Stand with your feet in a V shape. Exhale and engage your stabilizers. As you lift your internal organs, rise up onto your toes, simultaneously floating your arms upward. Inhale, lowering your heels and your arms. Prepare to roll down, flexing your cervical spine initially. Exhale and roll down one vertebra at a time. Inhale as you hold and rest into the stretch at the bottom. Exhale, engaging your stabilizers. Slowly roll up to standing, restacking each vertebra with concentration and elongation. If you have tight hamstrings and lumbar spine, ease the stretch by softly bending your knees as you roll down and hold the stretch at the bottom. To simplify, use a wall to lean against. Position your feet a foot length away from the wall and allow your spine to roll on and off the wall. This modification allows for feedback on your alignment. Challenge yourself by keeping your calves raised throughout the movement and try to roll down.